Amanda Blake, originally named Beverly Louise Neill, was born in Buffalo, New York, the only child of Jesse and Louise Neill. Her father worked as a banker, while her mother's maiden name was Puckett. Before pursuing acting, Blake worked as a telephone operator and briefly attended Pomona College. One of Blake's ancestors, Catherine Moore Kate Berry, 1752–1823, gained recognition as a heroine of the American Revolutionary War. She played a crucial role in the Battle of Cowpens, January 17, 1781, warning local patriots of Banastre Tarleton's approach, ultimately contributing to a major American victory. In the late 1940s, Blake was signed by Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, with the studio envisioning her as the next Greer Garson. She appeared in several Hollywood films, including the 1952 Western Cattletown and the 1954 adaptation Miss Robin Crusoe. Notably, she starred in A Star is Born in 1954. However, Blake became best known for her iconic portrayal of Miss Kitty, the saloonkeeper, on the television series Gunsmoke from 1955 to 1974. She made headlines on February 27, 1974, when she brought a lion named Chemo onto the set of Gunsmoke. Due to her television commitments, Blake had limited time for film roles, although she made guest appearances on various television shows. In 1968, she was honored with induction into the Hall of Great Western Performers at the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum in Oklahoma City, becoming the third performer to receive this accolade after Tom Mix and Gary Cooper. Blake married Don Whitman in 1954 but divorced him in 1956. Following her divorce from Whitman, she found solace on the saloon set of Gunsmoke, feeling a sense of belonging even on days when she wasn't filming. In 1984, she married Mark Edward Spieth, a city councilman from Austin, Texas. Tragically, Spieth passed away from AIDS-related pneumonia in 1985. After her time on Gunsmoke, Blake entered semi-retirement at her Phoenix home, focusing more on her passion for animals. She was renowned for bringing her pet lion, Chemo, onto the Gunsmoke set. At her home, she and her husband Frank Gilbert ran an experimental breeding program for cheetahs, successfully raising 7 generations of cheetahs. In 1971, Blake co-founded the Arizona Animal Welfare League, which has since become the oldest and largest no-kill animal shelter in the state. Additionally, she played a key role in establishing the Performing Animal Welfare Society, PAWS, in 1985, providing support through both financial contributions and personal involvement, including travels to Africa. She was also associated with the Humane Society of the United States at one point. In 1997, the Amanda Blake Memorial Wildlife Refuge opened at Rancho Seco Park in Harold, California, offering sanctuary to African hoofed wildlife. In 1977, Blake was diagnosed with oral cancer, likely a result of her heavy smoking habit. However, she underwent successful treatment through surgery and became an advocate for cancer awareness, participating in fundraising events across the country. In recognition of her efforts, she received the American Cancer Society's Courage Award in 1984, presented to her by then-President Ronald Reagan. Tragically, Blake passed away on August 16, 1989, at Mercy General Hospital in Sacramento, California, at the age of 60. Initially attributed to throat cancer, her doctor revealed after her death that she had succumbed to complications from AIDS-related pneumonia. While the source of her infection remains unknown, close friends suggested that she may have contracted the disease from her 5th husband, who also died from AIDS-related pneumonia in 1985. Amanda Blake's life was marked by both triumphs and tragedies that shaped the narrative of her existence. Born as Beverly Louise Neill in Buffalo, New York, she faced personal challenges early on, including a divorce from her first husband, Don Whitman, in 1956. Despite the difficulties, Blake found solace in her work, particularly on the set of Gunsmoke, where she portrayed the iconic Miss Kitty. Her career soared as she became a television legend through her nearly 2-decade-long stint on Gunsmoke, earning accolades and a dedicated fanbase. However, her personal life was marred by heartbreak, with the untimely death of her second husband, Mark Edward Spieth, due to AIDS-related pneumonia in 1985. This loss, coupled with her divorce from Spieth and the passing of her beloved pet lion, Chemo, contributed to a period of semi-retirement as she withdrew from the limelight. Blake's devotion to animals became a defining aspect of her later years, reflected in her involvement with organizations like the Arizona Animal Welfare League and the Performing Animal Welfare Society. Her home in Phoenix served as a haven for cheetahs, where she and husband Frank Gilbert pioneered successful breeding programs, leaving an enduring legacy in wildlife conservation. Despite her contributions and accomplishments, tragedy struck once again when Amanda Blake succumbed to AIDS-related pneumonia on August 16, 1989, at the age of 60. Initially attributed to throat cancer, her death shed light on the complexity and stigma surrounding AIDS during that era. The circumstances surrounding her contraction of the disease remain unclear, adding an air of mystery to the final chapter of her life. Amanda Blake's journey was one of both triumph and sorrow, a testament to her resilience, passion for animals, and the enduring impact she left on the entertainment industry and wildlife conservation. Her legacy lives on in the Amanda Blake Memorial Wildlife Refuge, a sanctuary dedicated to the well-being of African hoofed wildlife.